seen your development come throughout this season? Frank's always been pretty high on you. It seems like your minutes just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Pull that microphone a little closer to you, Jason. Just a little bit. There you go.
So throughout, from the beginning of the season until now, I've seen a major improvement in a lot of my game. Mostly, a lot of what's been helping me is the physical aspect of it, getting stronger and being able to keep up with these guys.
Questions, folks?
Wes, you kind of got your groove back on Saturday, if you will. How did you kind of get through that period where you weren't shooting as well and kind of regain some of that confidence?
Just last previous practice before then, you know, Sindarius and them came back. They kind of like changed our spirit, and they kind of told us like get back to just being aggressive. So that's kind of what I focused on playing there. And coach made some of the right plays, and the mismatches that I had, I just was aggressive and just went back to playing basketball like I have been in the past.
Jason, what Frank talked about how your practice on Friday, how he was proud of you because you gutted it out the last the last hour or so. What was that like? And then it earned you were the first guy off the bench there on Saturday.
So it sucked to be thrown up on the sideline because obviously you want to be in practice, but Frank's been putting a lot of trust in me and been putting his faith in me by playing me in the games. And if I didn't come in the last 20 minutes when I was able to, I feel like I was betraying his trust.
For either one of you, how much did those guys coming back last week, you think, help kind of fuel this team? I mean, I know you guys were asked this Saturday, but kind of in retrospect now, you had a couple days to let this simmer. How much did that help?
The guys coming back just allowed us to see the chemistry and the way that they played, and they kind of nothing changed with them in the system of Frank Martin basketball. So we kind of saw it like, all right, this what we got to be for the next 4 or 5 opportunities we got on the court, and that kind of motivated us. Because that last practice, we practiced hard, but in my opinion, they was kicking our butts. Like they was making it tough for us, pressuring us all over us. So it kind of was like, all right, now we know. Now we got to pick it up. We gotta be like them. They set the plan, and we just got to follow it.
Dave, you got a question?
Jason. Got to turn the sound off. Jason, Frank obviously had the line about you, puking at practice. What was it? Just the flu going around, or the practice has been that hard? What was the reason for it?
I haven't really gotten a name for. I've been sick, but I haven't really gotten a name for it. I think it's just something going around maybe. But I was just standing on the sideline, and I felt like I had to throw up, so I went over to the trash can, and it ended up being an hour-long thing.
Andrew.
Wes, what were you thinking when you saw it cut over there? Frank was saying that he first 20 minutes just didn't know where he was, and then he saw him in the trash can, and then.
I just think because guys playing hard now. Last couple of games, he made great plays, and he's been practicing very hard. Like, it's amazing to see his development. Like from even the Tennessee game when he caught the ball off the pass and dunked on that guy. Like it just like uplifts the team and our spirit because we know like all right, Cudd came from not be able to guard a ball screen to out there giving all his effort and energy even when he's sick. It was like, what excuse do we have?
Wes, you talked about the benefits of having Sen and PJ work out with you guys, and you just have to follow what they showed you. Well, does someone on the team have to step up now and take over that leadership role? I mean, how do you keep this going?
Like I say with those guys, it's not a individual person. It's more of a collective effort because they all bring different approaches. Like I wouldn't say Dwayne isn't the most vocal, but I know that Dwayne ain't gonna come out of practice and he gonna give 100%. So it's kind of like Chris is more of the vocal guy. Me and the guards have to be more of on hands. Like we have to do it. We have to show it because we have younger guards and we kind of struggled this year at the guard position. So I think we got to be a collective group.
For either of you guys, this will be the second time you've played a team that you've already beaten. You probably didn't handle it the way you wanted to against Florida. What did you learn from that experience and how you can change that for your approach for Wednesday?
We got to come out swinging. We just beat them. They're a great team, and they're number one in the league. So we know for now, like as of right now, we beat them home. They're gonna try to get us everything they got.
Wes, obviously, this program, particularly next year, the future is bright because the guys coming in, guys like Cudd development, stuff like that. For you and Booker, though, I mean, this is your last ride with these guys. It's a unique thing. You guys are seniors, but first-year players of this team. How have you two have your own conversations about like this last stretch and what it means to you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Me and Buck, we talk constantly about that. We just want to finish out strong. We want to be able to put ourselves in a predicament where we can go as far as we can. We can make a run in the tournament. That's our thing. Finishing off strong and making a run.
Back here, guys.
Guys, what worked so well the last time you played Georgia? It didn't shoot that well, but what can you kind of carry over from that win to Wednesday?
I think we brought a lot of energy that game, and the bench was very energetic, and everybody was just excited to play. So one thing that we can always control is our energy and how much of it we bring. So
yeah, and I'll just say, like, playing Georgia last time, a lot of games that we win, our defense is our defense. We might not shoot the ball well, but we get, like, points off of fast breaks. We get to the free throw line, so we just got to constantly stay together as a unit on a defensive end.
Anybody else? Andrew, last question.
Wes, what was different about maybe you and Hassani specifically in guarding the ball? That's been kind of an issue all year, and stopping guys at the perimeter, not letting them drive deep. On Saturday, Frank said that was probably the best you guys have done at doing that. You did it against maybe the SEC's best backcourt. What was different about that, and how can you kind of feed off that going forward?
I'll say with me and Hassani, before that last game, we knew it was going to be a challenge. We're more locked in. Like, we wanted to learn what those other players like to do. Like, so we know, like, all right, he prefers going to laugh, or he prefers, like, making your hands, makes you basically playing with the ball and having the ability to freeze you and then shoot. So we kind of just stay locked in at all time, knowing that these guys can score from anywhere. So we got to make sure we're on point. And when he wasn't doing a good job, I stayed on him and vice versa.